Hey sister, assalamu alaikum. This is C Ramsey Fashion. Today I'll be talking about how to make an Egyptian kimor. To make an Egyptian kimor, you need three trousers of fabric. Then you need your scissors, you need your marker, chalk, you need your tape rule, and your machine should be set. So first thing I would talk about based on this hijab is that you should take your proper measurements. I've told you earlier that it's just as if you want to cut a bubu gown. Then your measurements, your customer measurement will start at the middle of their head, then downward, so that you won't there won't be shortage when you are sewing the hijab. Then another thing is that when you are cutting your Egyptian kimono, back is always longer than the front. Back is always longer than the front. Please take note of this. So when you are cutting, once you make front to be 60 inches, back should be 65 inches. If your front is 65 inches, back should be 70 or 75 inches. So now let's get started. So yeah, I want to start the cutting now. This is my fabric. It has been folded into two, but I want to make use of the close part. I fold it here, but I want to make use of this side. And before then, I forget to tell you that if you want to sew your Egyptian kimor, the front measurement is according to the length of the customer. You start it from the shoulder, then down. Then the back measurement, you start it from the middle of the customer's head to down. Shey you understand? So during this process, you get to know that the back will be longer than the front. So I want to make use of my measurements now. Now my measurement is 57 inches from the shoulder. So that 57 inches, now I'll make it 60 inches plus 3 allowance. That's why it is 60 inches. So my front here now will be 60. I'll measure 60 inches now and cut it out. So that's what I want to do now. Then my back will be according to the measurement from the middle of my head down to the floor, which is I normally use 65 or 75 inches at times. But front, I'll make sure that my front is 60 inches to avoid being short. So let me cut it out the way I explain now. So if you want to take the measurement, you start the measurement from where they used to measure clothes for you in the market. That's where you will not use this 60 inches side though. You will not use this side. This place is very short. You use the measurement side, the width side. See how long it is. We bought three trousers. So you measure 60 inches and cut it separately. Then the remaining one, if it is okay for you, you leave it like that. If it is not okay, you reduce it. Here is the first cutting now. I've folded it into two. I hope you can see the way I do it now. So I folded it where I fold the long part. Sure you understand now. You know that you take measurements from where they used to measure it for you in the market. So after that, you now fold this into two. You have this long measurements. I hope you get it right now. So you take your tape rule and confirm the measurements to make sure that it's accurate. So I need to refold it now. I need to refold it to confirm the measurement to be 60 inches as measured. So I should have 60 inches now. I'm doing this just to tell you that you have to confirm the longest part of the fabric that you are using, the one that you've cut already. You confirm the longest part before you start cutting to avoid mistake. So this is it now. I take my tape rule and we measure the fabric. So I should have 60 here now. So here is it now. I have 60 inches now. So I'll set this aside and cut the other one. So you set it aside and pick the other one. So here is the other one now. I'll fold it again. This is the remaining one. We bought. I welcome you back. So here now, this is the back part now. Is the most longest part. I have 70 inches here. The front is 60 inches. So you will now position You position the front on top of the back. You position the front on top of the back. Please take note of this. You position the front on top of the back. That's what I'm doing here. So I'm doing the positioning now. If you can see it directly from the video, you'll notice that this front part is shorter than the back part, and I've explained that several times. So don't be confused at this junction. So here you have to be focused now. You have to be focused. This is where the name Egyptian comes from. This is where the name Egyptian comes from. It is what differentiates it from other Kimars. So here I am now. Everything is set. You will now come to this upper part. You come to this upper part. I hope you can see where I am now. This is the closed part. This place is closed and this place is also closed. The two edges are the open side. So at this closed side, you will now come to the upper part of it. You come to this side. Make sure everything is aligned here. So you come to this side, this particular side, and measure. You measure 6 inches. You measure 6 inches. Please note all these measurements. If your customer is a wide face person, I think that 6 inches is okay. But if it is a round face someone, maybe the person have a very small face, you can make use of 5 inches or 5.5 inches. But here I want to make use of 6 inches. So you notch that side. You mark it with chalk. Make sure you make use of your marker before cutting anything. So after that, from that 6 inches, you now take your tape rule and measure 27 inches slant. You slant your tape rule like this and measure 27 inches. Please take note of all these measurements. It's very important. So that's what I'm doing here. I've slant my tape rule now. This is 27 inches. Then you mark that side and draw a slant line. You draw a slant line, as you can see how the tape rule is slant. So you draw a slant line. My slant starts from where I stopped my 6 inches at this point. So after that, I'll do the slant now. I'll now cut it out. Ramsey Fashion Home here. I hope you are enjoying the class, sisters. You can ask questions if there is anyone you are not getting right. See Ramsey Fashion Home, and I will always welcome you all to my class, both my old and my new students. So I'm doing the cutting now. Yep. Here we are now. So I hope you can see the slants. So what I'll now do now is to create my sleeve. To create your sleeve, you come down to where your 27 stops. If it is a kid, you want to sew Egyptian Kimar for a small girl, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 3 years, the slant should be 19 inches. Please note, the slant here should be 19 inches. You will not make use of 27 inches for a kids. But if it is a teenager, maybe some teenagers have a very big stature, you can use 26, you can use 27. So let's proceed to what I'm trying to say now. I want to create the sleeve now. The wideness of the sleeve should be a little bit wide, because most Egyptian sleeve is all these customized sleeves. You will not see ordinary sleeves when someone is wearing Egyptian kimono. It's either you see the one with elastic, see the one with smoking rubber, you see the one with gathers, you see the one with pleated hand, you see the one with designs, you see the one with rope, a lot like that. We are going to talk about a full details of sleeves in Kimar during our master class. So here my round sleeve, I want to make it 7. So you mark that 7 inches. Then we want to shape the body out now. We want to shape the body out now. So when you are about to shape your body, that's where I said you need to ask your customer, my dear Ajia, do you want a small, a fitted Egyptian or normal free one? If she wants a fitted Egyptian, you measure her body to her taste. You measure her body to her taste. You measure her body to her taste. But if she wants a free one, you just remove like 4 inches from the edge here. You remove like 4 inches from the edge here and bring everything down. That's why I said Egyptian kimono is more or less as if you are cutting a boo-boo, as if you are cutting a boo-boo gown. So I'll bring everything down now because this one is a free body. I don't want it to be shaped. So I'll trim it out. I'll trim the edge out. That's what I'm doing now. So the last part is how to shape the front and the down part at the front and the down Kimar at the last edge. You know, we cannot leave it as 4 corner as it is. So let's see the shape now. Let's see how beautiful it is. I hope you can see the shape from the slant, from my slant there to my sleeve down here to the body of the Egyptian kimono. So now to the last edge here. So if you want to shape out the last edge, here you have to be very careful because once you make a mistake here, your kimono will not come out nice. This is where the front part stops. This is where the front part stops. I hope we can all see it from the video. This is where the front part stops. So you will now take your marker. You take your marker and start from here, from where the back bone stops. You will now do a very sharp curve. You do a curve like this. You do a curve like this. The advantage of the curve is just to make sure that the four corner here is not showing at all. So let me cut it out now. Cutting it out now. So here we are. Our body of the kimono is ready. Let me draw it to the back so that you can see it clearly. We have the head side, the slant to the sleeve side, the shape side, then the down part side. So what we are left with now is to cut out the cup and the sleeve. So let's set this aside and quickly cut out our cup and sleeve. Thank you. You take your leftover. Don't forget we have leftovers here. So you take your leftover and cut out your sleeve. We have different kind of sleeves though. But I'm just giving you the basic sleeves that the basic cup that most people use. But in our master class, I'll give you different kind of cups. The pleated cups, the rope cup, the what is it called, the normal basic cup and all. So I'm going to use the normal basic cup here, the one we use for our kimono. The one we use for our kimono, I've told you earlier that the length is 8 inches. Unfold like this, it is 16 inches, but after being folded into two, it will be 8 inches. Then the upper, this side will be 4.5 inch. That's from here to here will be 4.5 inch, so inches. So I want to cut it now. I hope you can see it clearly. I initially trying to do this video at home because sometimes I should do it in shop. A lot of noise, music, passerby and all. They won't allow us to execute these assignments. So that's why I'm doing it at home. So this is my cup. Let me confirm the measurement. I have 9 inches here. I'll reduce it to 8 inches. I'll reduce it to 8 inches. So that's what I'm doing now. Our cup is ready. You put it here. I'll position it here with the one that we have cut earlier. Then I want to cut the sleeve now. I'm still working on my leftovers. I'm just making a basic sleeve, which is ordinary sleeve. So don't worry, you will learn a lot during our master's class. So I'm making an ordinary sleeve now, just to complete the video. So that's what I'm doing here. My sleeve will be according to the round measurement of the sleeve part, which is 7. So I'll fix it. If I'm to do small design, you will see it during sewing. So here we are now, our sleeve is ready. So now let's proceed to the machine to do the final joining. We only cut like 3 pieces: the body of the kimar, the cup, and the sleeve. So let's proceed to the machine and do the. Hey guys, Ramsey is here. So we are about to join our kimar now. The first thing you will join is the body of the kimar. So you pick that upper side where you measure 6 inches. I hope you remember this side. This is the slant part. The upper side I measure 6 inches. You pick it and pick the other one. Make sure you check the wrong and the right side though. Check the wrong and the right side before sewing. So the right side will face the right side. So here is the front and the back now. I have picked where I measure 6 inches. You know it has been opening now. We have 12 inches now. This is how we fold it when we are doing the cutting, but here is the unfold aspect. So I will now close it now. You will not close this 12 inches. 6 inches being folded. You will not close that side. You will only close the slant part. So I want to close the slant part now. I hope my illustration is very clear to you. That's why I make sure that I capture all the aspects so that it won't be like Ramsey when you are sewing. You didn't show us the way to join one particular side. So I'm joining the slant part now. This is the first side. I'll do the other side. I'll do the other side now when I'm done with this side. Let's pause the video to save my data. So I'm done with the joining of the slant side. This is the first one and this is the second one. This place is open. So before you fix your cup, to avoid a very wide cup side, you firstly position it on your head. So let's do that now to make sure that it is firm. You check it. Yeah, this one is okay now. You know, for my own I make use of 6 inches, so it's okay for me now. What I have to do now is to fix my cup. So when you are fixing your cup, you make sure that you check the back parts. Now I've told you earlier that we have the front, we have the back parts. So you check the back parts, you check the front parts. Back part will be at the top, while the down part, the front part will comes down here. So you will start your joining of the cup at the back side middle. You notch it. I'm going to confirm this as well. you notch it and start joining. You start your joining here, so your cup won't stop here. It won't stop at the slant side. It will comes down here a little bit. That's what makes it an Egyptian kimono. That's the difference between it and the umbrella one. The cutting of the body, then the way to fix the cup. So now let me confirm. This is the back part now. So I will now go to the upper side and notch it. I'll notch it. Now make sure the lines here are aligned. Don't the one should not be at the down part, then the other one should be at the upside. No, everything should be aligned, should be rhyme here, should be the same. I hope you can see what I'm trying to say. So you knot the back pieces, then you pick your cup as well, you notch it. You notch your cup as well. Notch the middle of your cup so that it won't look like a London bridge, while whereby one will be longer than the other. So this is the middle of my cup now. I'll now pick the middle of the hijab also. So this is the middle of the back part. I'll now start closing my cup. So you all need to see the way I want to close the cup. Hope you are not spending too much time. I have to make it to be detailed so that our master class won't be a busy class. We'll just go straight to the points. For those that are just joining us, this is CEO Ranking Version. I need to be mentioning my names at the middle of the video because of all this copy, the piracy people. Before they start using my video to collect money from some people, so that's why you see me mentioning my name in all the videos. So you can see training is not a easy task, so it's not funny seeing people copying the video and using it for other people to collect money. It's my sweat, is what I worked for. So you too should learn how to make it. You can organize your own class at the end of the day, or you can start your business with it. So I'm joining the cup now. I should be done by now. Let's be faster. Let's be fast. Yep. So I'm done with the joining of the cup. Cup is set now. So here we are. Our cup is there. I hope you can see what I'm trying to say here. That the cup will enter. It will enter the slant part. It will still come down here. If your cup stops at one side of the kimono, that means you are still getting it wrong. This is how your cup should look like, from the back cut to the front cut. So you will now tape this side. I'll tape this small side. At least I have like 2 inches open here, so I'll tape it. I'll tape this side. You tape it a little bit to cover the opening side. So now let's proceed to the sleeve. Once I show you how to join the sleeve, I may not be able to capture the edge part so that we manage our what is it called, our data. Everything is cost now. That's Nigeria for us this time. You have to manage everything. So I want to join my sleeve now. To join your sleeve, we all know where the sleeve lies. This is the slant part area, and this is the sleeve shape. We created one small shape here. So I want to join the sleeve now. It's just a straight cut. Now I told you will get everything during our master class, but let's use this one to explain to you how. It's just a straight cut, as if you want to join the Kimar hijab, the one we did yesterday. So here we are now. I'll join the sleeve and do small designs so that we won't say Ramsey did not show us any design. I'll just do small design at the sleeve part just to bring out the beauty a little bit. Let's pause the video So far I've explained to you how to fix the the sleeve. So when I'm doing the design, you will also see it. So here is the making of the sleeve now. This is our sleeve. This is how I design her sleeve. Don't worry, join the master class. You will learn more than what you are paying for. You are paying just a token for the master's class. So I'll teach you different, like 10 to 15 different sleeves for kimors, either Egyptian or normal kimor. So what I'll now do is to close everything now. So this is what our hijabs looks like. Our Egyptian kimono is ready. This is the sleeve. This is the other one. This one is a little bit wide. You can put zip here. You can put elastic, as I've said earlier in our last video. So thanks for watching. This is C Ramsey Fashion Home. Here is the back view. I hope you can see how long the back is. That is why I said you measure front different and you measure back differently with different measurements. So, assalamu alaikum. Let's proceed to the next class. See you all. Bye.